and system transformation. And the biggest system transformation we want for New York City is to shut down Rikers Island.
Yes.
Shut it down.
So New York City jails have killed 19 people since this mayor
That ain't
took
right.
office.
That ain't right.
But instead of investing in proven alternatives to incarceration, the mayor is looking for ways to send more people to deadly jails on Rikers and keep them open. But not on our watch.
Nope.
Not on our watch.
Not today.
We came too far. We're not going back to the Giuliani era. We're not going back. I was 17 years old when I first experienced Rikers Island, when there was over 20,000 people detained there. The campaign to close Rikers in 2016 was started by survivors of Rikers Island, their family members, loved ones, allies, and supporters from across organizations across the city, and pushed the mayor, the former mayor Bill de Blasio, pushed him and pulled him to make a commitment to close Rikers. In 2017, with the first action that we had at the state of city address that the former mayor de Blasio had done. It was at the Apollo Theater in Harlem. And at that time, Mayor de Blasio, he was still talking about, oh, we're going to fix Rikers Island. Oh, we're going to reform Rikers Island. And we would say, no, we need to close Rikers Island.
That's right.
Shut it down.
That was true. That was February 2017. And then, when he gave a state of the city address, he didn't say anything about Rikers Island at all. Not one thing. A human rights crisis that's happening in the middle of the city. He didn't say one thing about Rikers Island. But you know who said something in response to the mayor's State of the City address? Former city council member Melissa Margarito. She said something about it. She said we need to explore closing down Rikers Island. And then with folks like us right here on the ground, pushing and pulling, organizing and mobilizing, raising our voices, having rallies, standing together. Almost a month later, on April 2nd of 2017, the mayor made his statement that he's going to close Rikers Island. We did that. 2019 City Council passed a plan to move forward with the closure of Rikers Island, and then the population dropped significantly. At that time of the campaign to close Rikers, it was about 10,000, 11,000 people in the system, down from the 20,000 when I was there. And then in 2021, at the height of the pandemic, bail reform kicked in, right? Bail reform kicked in that we fought for and won. And that kicked in. And then people was protesting that we need to get people, the most vulnerable people out of Rikers Island. The population dropped to under 4,000 people. The first time in the 90-year history, it dropped. So what is this man talking about? Oh, we can't reduce the population. We can't get alternative incarceration. We can't do this. We can't do that. No, you can do it.
Yep.
You can do it. It's a choice. He has to do it because he's legally obligated and it's a morally right thing to do. That's what it is. It's a morally right thing to do. So now 2022 comes in. And this mayor, who claims to be from Brownville, Brooklyn, who claims to, to understand what it means, what it means for communities of color, and the population start rising. The population in New York City jail systems start rising. Under this administration, last year, the population of people with severe mental health issues has risen 20%. Over 1,000 people. Over 1,000 people got serious mental health issues on Rikers Island. They don't need jail, they need treatment, not jail.
Treatment, not jail.
Yo, hope.
Treatment, not jail. Treatment, not jail.
Treatment, not jail. Treatment, not jail. Treatment, not jail. Treatment, not jail. Treatment, not jail. Treatment, not jail. So the mayor, he supported the closure of Rikers Island as a candidate because he knows New Yorkers believe in justice and human rights.
Yes.
And we will not accept a returned failed Giuliani-era policies to preserve mass incarceration on Torture Island. We still in the month of January, so I'm going to invoke Dr. Martin Luther King a little bit. So, Dr. Martin Luther King, y'all probably know some of his powerful words, and one of them is, injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere, right? We know that. And he wrote that in April of 1963 in a jail. No internet, no Google. He developed those powerful words in a Birmingham jail. The letter is called the letter in the Birmingham jail. He developed those powerful words, and he said that injustice everywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. And the biggest injustice in New York City is Rikers Island. Biggest injustice. Too many people lost their lives. Too many people are suffering. Too many people are being abused. Too many people are being oppressed. And we can't have it. We can't have that. So, Mayor Adams, he pledged that he would invest upstream. That's his words. He would invest upstream to close the pipelines that feed Rikers. And now is the time to get it done. So he say, get stuff done. What we say? He say, get stuff done. We say, get Rikers closed. Get stuff done.
Get Rikers closed.
Get stuff done.
Get Rikers closed.
Get stuff done.
Get Rikers closed.
Get stuff done.
Get Rikers closed.
Yeah, that's his hashtag. Get stuff done. So get Rikers closed, because that's the biggest stain on our city, Rikers Island.
Hi everyone, I'm Hope Sanders, and I'm a co-founding member of Freedom Agenda. And I'm out here to also make sure Mayor Adams is held accountable for the words that he said. The issues that he wanted us to vote for him for involve the closure of Rikers. Nothing less, Eric.
No more lies.
No more lies.
No more lies.
Now we expect for him to deliver the real solution. The real solution. Not just playing around, not giving the power to the NYPD to involuntarily hospitalize people. This exacerbates a problem. Okay? Lives are being lost on Rikers. There should be no lives lost.
That's right.
I've been on Rikers when I was 16 years old. This was over 30 years ago. And the environment has not changed. Not. People are still dying. People are not being held accountable.
Talk about it.
Accountability should be held across the board.
Yes.
Not just for the men and women that are incarcerated on that hideous death trap.
Enough is enough.
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 So, but before we bring on the Resistance Revival Chorus, I want you, if you experience what I call the last penal colony in the United States, some people call it Torture Island, most commonly known as Rikers Island, I want you to put your left fist up. Put your left fist up if you experience Rikers Island.
No.
Look around, look around. Look at all these people, generations of people. Keep them up, keep them up, keep them up. All right, put your left fist up if you have a loved one that experienced Rikers Island, or currently have a loved one on Rikers Island. Look at that. Look how so many people, loved ones experience Rikers Island. Keep them up. Put your fist up if you're an ally and supporter of closing down Rikers Island. Look at that, look at that. All right, look at that. All right, you can put them down now. So we here together for a united purpose, a united cause, to push this mayor forward, to move forward, to fulfill the obligation of closing Rikers Island by 2027, hopefully sooner, make those investments in our communities, to close the pipelines to incarceration, and do the things that we need to do. Do the things that he knows what to do in order to address this human rights crisis. Because one of the things that Martin Luther King Jr. also said was that justice delayed, justice too long delayed, is justice denied. right? Justice two rows are laid is justice denied. He wrote those words while he was in the jail cell. We can't delay this. Too many people are losing their lives. Too many people are suffering. So with that, you want to do resistance of radical?
Yeah. Oh, of course. Okay. So now we'll have some wonderful sounds, you know, to give us some uplifting here. From the Resistant Revival Chorus.
The Resistant Revival.